Welcome to Days Without Accident, where you play as a building contractor, recruiting workers, and rush to complete building projects while ensuring a great safety record, or a satisfactory one at least. This is a game for 2 to 4 players and can take up at least 20 minutes of game time per player. The objective of the game is victory point, of course, which you get from completing projects, them in the right columns, and of course, having a good record, at least better than your opponents. Now, how does it work? In the first phase, you take turns placing workers in any of the available spots in the market. The next, start construction. For each project card, starting with the worker from the left, you can move the progress token in either two ways. A normal shift, move one step at a time, and do an overtime, where you roll the dice by that much. Now, this part here will create great tension between players in the same project. Do you do a normal shift or an overtime? Of course you want to complete the project as soon as possible, but if things doesn't go your way, you might open the door for your opponents instead. Because what's important here is whoever completes the project progress gets the card, and the rest, well, at least they get some compensation. To make things worse, if you overshoot the progress, your worker will get into an accident, and this is gonna tarnish your safety record, and you don't want that. Oh yeah, of course, your work, the one that got into the accident, needs to go home. The game might look like a roller move, push your luck at first, but as you get money from your compensation, your overtimes are not just pure luck anymore. It's calculated risk, baby. So, it's pretty much an engine building game with elements of randomness from the dice. It's a great game for all levels of gamers, even for beginners, because it starts off easy and finishes epically. So, ready for construction?